Hello everyone, today is July the 11th, 2016. Welcome back to Monday Mojo. I took last week off. There might have been a holiday in there. At any rate, welcome back to Monday Mojo. So pleased to have you here. So it's the presidential election season, isn't it? And the Republican convention is in our neighboring city over in Cleveland here in the very, very near future. And we're all hoping that goes well and doesn't have glitches and riots and all of that. So, in that spirit of presidential election cycles, I thought it might be kind of fun to go back and take a look at Richard Nixon, and I believe it was the 1972 election. Some of you may not have even been born yet, but it did happen. So Richard Nixon was famous for saying, "I am not a crook." And you might be wondering what any of that might have to do with the real estate business. And simply, it's this. Richard Nixon didn't break into the Watergate Hotel. There was no evidence showing that he, or really his close circle of advisors, planned to break into the Watergate Hotel and take documents and really spy on the competitors. Where he was flawed was that he did participate in the cover-up for that. So here's the corollary with the real estate industry. A colleague of mine came in last week one day, and she, I don't want to give too much away, said, "Hey, I'm having a problem in a transaction. I think I made a mistake, but I don't think anybody will know about it because blah, blah, blah." And I listened to it. I asked a few questions and said, "You know what? I think it's one of those occasions where, in all likelihood, no one will know about it, but you will. And if it were to ever come out, then you would have egg on your face. It didn't impact the client negatively, but there would have been the potential appearance of impropriety." So she went to the client, explained what happened. It was an honest mistake. It was just one of those things that happened in the course of doing business that we all encounter from time to time. And I can tell you that my colleague felt much better after having that conversation with their client, and the transaction is continuing to move forward. So back to Mr. Nixon here. His mistake was participating in the cover-up. He should have come clean. He should have admitted what happened and allowed the process to fix the problem. Instead, he tried to cover it up. So as we're going through real estate transactions, I think it's so important to stay transparent, to admit the mistakes we make, because you know what? We're all human. We're all going to make mistakes. So when it happens, we admit it. We come clean. The worst case analysis, it may cost a couple bucks, but your credibility, who you are as a person, your ethics will be intact, and there's no price you can put on that. Make it a great week.